What's up, UF MEDLIFE? My name is Abeleda, and this is my story. So I started playing basketball when I was 4 years old, and basically grew up an athlete, playing basketball my whole life, middle school, high school. So of course, when I come to college and the gym is so close, all I do is spend my time at the gym working out, playing basketball. Way more time than I spend doing my work. So it was weird to me that throughout the 4 months of my fall semester that I wasn't getting any stronger and I wasn't getting any more in shape. I was actually getting out of shape. That's what it felt like. So it was weird that when I would take 2 dribbles up the court, I'd be like on my knees, panting for breath and stuff. Basically I went into winter break, and on New Year's Day, me and my brother and some cousins went to play basketball. And within the first 2 seconds of the game, like literally, I felt like fainting and I saw stars. And I told my dad this when I got home, and he told me to see the doctor. And the doctor is the one who ordered the blood tests. So when I came back up to Gainesville for my spring semester, I got my blood test done here. And 2 weeks later, I think everything's fine. I'm taking a nap. And in the middle of my nap, my dad calls me and he says, "I'm coming to Gainesville right now to pick you up and take you to the hospital." And me being me, I was just like, okay. And I went back to sleep. Not really questioning why or like having a problem with it. So he picks me up, I end up in the hospital, and as they're rolling me onto the oncology unit, I look at the word, and I don't really know what that means. So for some reason, I thought it had something to do with your butt. And so I'm wondering, why am I here to see a butt doctor? And so the next day, the doctor comes to see me, and the first word I see on his lab coat is cancer. And I was like, okay, maybe it's not something to do with my butt. So that's kind of when I found out that I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And that month I stayed in the hospital, and I was kind of in and out of the hospital getting chemo for pretty much the next couple of months. But I was lucky enough to end up in remission in time to go back to school for my sophomore year. And so for that year and a half, or actually about a full year, I was in a complete remission. And then about last fall is when I found out that the medicine I was taking was actually stopped working. So I started to relapse, and that's when I found out I had to go through the bone marrow transplant that I got done this past January. But I was really blessed to have my brother and sister be perfect matches for me. So my brother was my donor, and the whole time I was in there, every time I'm in a hospital, I tell myself I'm gonna get out the fastest, I'm gonna break the record. I tell everybody that. And this past time, the average bone marrow patient takes about 28 days to get out of the hospital, and I got out in 18. And they said that was actually the fastest they've seen, so I guess I set the record over there. But now I'm just taking every day as it comes, and just trying to get better, and just trying my best to get healthy enough to get back to school. I feel like my lifestyle hasn't changed too much. I try not to let my lifestyle change, just because I feel like if I lived my life as if I was sick, then I'd be sick all the time. That's just how I look at it. So I still go to the gym all the time, play as much basketball as I can, go out with friends, and even my parents got me a temporary handicap for my car, but I didn't want it at first because every time I look at it, I feel like I'm disabled or something. So sometimes I would totally ignore it and park far away just to feel normal again. And I think having that kind of attitude really helps with the healing process. So I knew, since I've played basketball my whole life, I always wanted to do something with sports. And I always thought it would be like a physical therapist, athletic trainer. But I realized after majoring in that for the first semester, my freshman year, that wasn't for me. So when I was sick, I was watching a lot of basketball, and I realized there's pretty much only one thing I'm good at, which is basketball. And I always felt like my diagnosis came with a purpose, and that purpose was to share it with people and hopefully use my story to help others. So from that moment on, I decided I wanted to coach basketball for college. I just want to say that, no matter what life brings at you, as cliche as it sounds, it's just to never give up and never lose hope. That's the kind of the message I'd like to bring across with my story. And I don't believe in comparing other people's problems. I never think that one person's problem is easier than mine. I think that everybody faces their own battles, and no matter what, you just gotta see the light in it and the hope in it. And I think that attitude is everything, and if you look at everything with a positive attitude, then you can do whatever you want.